Hey YouTube, welcome to another Divine Dev Studios update. This is your boy Night Fox again, and we're just talking through this speed dev. And at this point, we were getting enemies kind of working, and I think I ended up researching like a couple tutorials to make sure that I was on track with what I was aiming for. There's some really good ones out there on YouTube as well. Um, so these enemies that are currently in the prototype were what was left over from the Lux Jam that I participated in, and they in future videos they'll change. And Right now, I'm working on the UI for the in-game menu, the skill menu. Um, so in Heavenly Chronicles, I plan on having a skill tree. So here, I'm just roughly kind of working through a prototype of what it would be like to for the gamer to add points to their different skills, their different attacks. And so I'm putting in something really rudimentary, just really the four attacks, your weak attack, medium attack, heavy attack, and your ultimate attack. And at this point here, I have the Final Fantasy 15 uh, inspired in-game menu where your character is there in a idle state. Right now, the animation is not playing, but um, and so it was a nice little quick mock-up that I did. And I think I like it. We'll do a couple different iterations on that, and eventually get it to where I feel comfortable with the level of quality with it. So we'll end up playing with different animations, different settings, things like that. Um, not quite finished with that at all. It's just a prototype, so we're not really doing much polish. These prototypes I plan on releasing to the public so that way they can play it. Most likely they'll be on Steam as well as Itch, and people can go and download those whenever I do finish them. So, but yeah, right. So right now we're just kind of going through um, inside the widget editor and just kind of designing the the different elements in that. We're trying to put in some flair, like a little lightning power to go with the theme of the game. Um, and then I'm back here in the material editor, putting some tweaks on the lightning. I'm also adding up parameters so that way I can hopefully finalize it through uh, a material instance. Material instances are really cool in Unreal Engine, um, because whenever you make changes to the material, the base material itself, you have to recompile it every single time. But uh, using a material instance, you can adjust the parameters that you set up in the base material, and you can kind of see your different versions, basically the different outcomes of adjusting those parameters. And so now here I'm back into the widget editor after making adjustments and things like that to the lightning. And it looks like I have something pretty decent going on. Not perfect, but like I said, it's a prototype, and that's kind of what those are for, right? We're gonna kind of go through, put things together, see how they look, do it as quickly as possible. If it looks nice, all right, cool. Let's go keep going until we get a whole thing together, and then we can go back and do like a second, third, fourth, or fifth pass if needed. And that's pretty much what we're doing here. Um, and it's really quick for the most part. And it's kind of really cool that Unreal allows you to do this kind of prototyping very fast, really fast, and I love that about it. Um, and there's just so many different options that you have available to you, even in terms of creating materials to eventually bake those materials into textures. So you can go through, put a whole bunch of nodes into a material, and then if you are satisfied with it, you can bake that material down to a single texture. And so that way, you the dev yourself can kind of decide if you want to pay the cost of whatever calculations that material may have in the end, or if you want to pay the cost of just loading a single texture into memory. And that's, Unreal kind of gives you that potential of doing that. So here I am now, arranging all of that in the editor, and we have so many generous people that support the channel on a daily basis, and I'm so thankful for that. By the way, hey, if you want to be one of them, or even if you want to just hang out, or even if you just want to lurk, swing by twitch.tv, Divine Dev Studios. I'll have the link in the description. But yeah, so for the most part, we're just here fooling with the UI right now, the in-game skill menu UI, and um, in Heavenly Chronicles, I have decided that it's going to be more of a skill tree, and so it'll be one of those skill trees where per level or per certain criteria, maybe killing 50 demons unlocks the next part of the skill tree. Maybe using a certain skill 60 times unlocks a certain skill tree. And so that way, when you go ahead and unlock those, you'll be able to move through the skill tree, and you'll be I haven't decided just yet, but I might make it branching, so that way you have to decide how your character's built. I think that makes the game a lot interesting. I kind of feel like it makes the game possibly playable multiple times, because you may want a certain character DPS to be play more of a DPS role, and then you might want to go back and try the character again as a tank. And I think that kind of, or more tanky, should I say? It kind of gives you that option. So. But yeah, that'll wrap it up for this video here. And this is pretty much me just going through and messing with the prototype stuff. And so yeah, if you like the video, give it a like. Consider subscribing. Hit that notification bell so that way you can be notified whenever I release any other videos. And leave a comment in the comment section, and let me know what you thought about the video, ideas that you would like to see, ideas that you would like to see for the channel. And if you like any of this, hop on over and join us live in over on twitch.tv, Divine Dev Studios. Until the next video, have a great one.